violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
And this man is behind bars after he's accused of a deadly stabbing in West Philadelphia. Police say Raymond Thompson killed Ashley Lockhart in a minivan on the 5300 block of Chestnut Street Saturday morning. According to police, Lockhart had a protection order against Thompson. He's now facing murder.
Wow. And we have these super gremlins who are continuing this femicidal domestic violence train. Very serious issue. Okay, very serious issue. I continue to say this. Black women are asking for protection from the same men that they're attracted to. This was her baby father. This was the guy that she was sleeping with, had children with, and he ended up snapping on her, taking her life. It's a horrible thing. But my question is, sisters, are y'all doing background checks on these super gremlins? I mean, looking at their criminal history, looking at their behavior patterns. You know, you got to understand that you can't just deal with everybody that you think is cute.
Charges.
Police say they have a person of interest in custody following the stabbing death of a woman in West Philadelphia. A woman in her 30s was found dead inside of a gold-colored Honda Odyssey on the 5300 block of Chestnut Street this morning. She had been stabbed several times. Authorities recovered a knife from the scene.
Scene in front of a West Philadelphia grocery store, a deadly stabbing in the middle of the morning. The victim stabbed repeatedly, including once in the face. And tonight, a person of interest is in police custody. Our Ellen Cologe has the very latest for us.
A gruesome crime in front of a grocery store in broad daylight leaves neighbors.
Broad daylight, I'm telling you, these super gremlins don't care. These super baby daddy gremlins are on demon time.
We're shocked and saddened that anyone could care so little about human life.
That's very scary, very. I'm scared for everybody. I'm scared for our children. I just think that was pure hate, whatever happened.
Disbelief over what happened here at 54th and Chestnut in broad daylight. Police say a man repeatedly stabbed a woman in this gold minivan just after 8 o'clock this morning.
She has a current PFA against the boyfriend. And now she's deceased. So we have another life lost.
So she had a protection order against the boyfriend. It obviously didn't work. That just goes to show that, I mean, these super gremlins, they're not going to follow the law. Okay? And this is a horrible situation. It seems like she was doing everything right to get away from this super gremlin, but even dealing with him in the first place was a huge mistake.
Probably over some nonsense.
It's sad, you know, this is horrible how, you know, women are treated, you know, their lives just mean nothing.
This surveillance video from a grocery store was taken just minutes before the brutal stabbing, where police say the man stabbed the woman.
And he's sagging. Watch him, he's sagging.
Store was taken just minutes before the brutal stabbing.
If black women, if you are dealing with a guy who's still sagging in 2022, that's a telltale sign that, I mean, he has not grown up. You know, he is lacking that maturity. I mean, I don't get it, but that's the look that they're looking for. So, you know, I understand why brothers sag, not all the time, but sometimes, because I mean, if you're not dressed a certain way, some of these sisters won't even look your way.
Where police say the man stabbed the woman several times throughout her body, including her face. In fact, the crime was so horrific that sources tell Fox 29 the knife was still embedded in her head.
Woo!
When police arrived on the scene.
It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Now, right now, police are still saying very little about this case, but they are confirming that they have a 34-year-old man in custody right now who they are describing as a person of interest. In Old City, Ellen Kaloje, Fox 29 News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all.
Mother attacked and murdered inside a minivan, investigators say by her own boyfriend. Tonight we're learning more about the victim and what led up to this tragedy. Fox 29's Ellen Kaloje reports.
That mother of 6 children was brutally stabbed in front of this grocery store in broad daylight on Saturday. And now the father of her children is charged with murder, and her family hopes that her death serves as a wake-up call for other women.
And when I say she was loyal to this man, very loyal, diehard loyal, do anything for him. And I mean, it just got engaged recently. And so for this to happen, it's definitely, it's not shocking, but it's true.
Wow, so that's crazy because they just got engaged recently. And this brother here says it's not shocking that the baby daddy stabbed her to death. I mean, he's the cousin. Why didn't you convince her that, yo, this guy is no good? I mean, do you think that they warned her? Something, because I'm trying to figure out how these women are being given away to these super gremlins on demon time.
Tragic.
Ashley Lockhart died Saturday after police say she was brutally stabbed multiple times in this minivan by her boyfriend, Raymond Thompson. This surveillance video obtained by Fox 29 shows Thompson.
Guys, you will not believe the shirt that he has, a Black Lives Matter shirt on. You cannot make this stuff up. Let's run it back.
Just minutes before the obtained by Fox 29.
No justice, no peace. Let me run it back a little bit more.
Shows say she was brutally stabbed multiple times in this minivan by her boyfriend, Raymond Thompson.
No justice, no peace, Black Lives Matter. I mean, he has a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on and he's going to murder a black woman. You cannot make this stuff up. These super B1 gremlins are on demon time.
Surveillance video obtained by Fox 29 shows Thompson just minutes before the attack. The DA's office confirms that Thompson was well known to police and that Ashley had filed a protection from abuse order against him. But despite
well known to police, she's still screwing him, still having kids with him, and recently engaged with him. At this point, we got to question these women's intelligence.
the PFA, they were still living together.
I don't have specifics to answer for you on this man's record. I do know that it's very lengthy, and I know the case is...
Well, why didn't you keep his ass in prison? The last time he got locked up, you can bet your bottom dollar that let him go Larry, let him go.
Extremely sad and very, very troubling. I would agree with that for sure.
And this particular victim obviously did the right thing. For some reason, she was back with this man in that particular van. I don't know the circumstances of that. I don't know why that was. But sadly enough, she's not going to be here to tell us what happened.
The DA says Thompson turned himself in Saturday right after the stabbing, which is little comfort to Ashley's family, grieving the loss of the mother who had 6 children with Thompson, the youngest just 5 months old.
6 kids, 1 thug. You gave this man, and I'm not trying to victim blame, But you give this man 6 children. And she was a attractive woman too. It just don't make no sense. This is what brothers are talking about. A lot of the very attractive sisters are going to these men.
She loved everybody. She had a reputation of just compassion and love. And for her children, she was a nurturer.
The family has set up a GoFundMe to help Ashley Lockhart's 6 children, ranging in age from 5 months to 10 years old. If you'd like to donate, we have a link on our website. Just go to fox29.com. Tonight at 7 o'clock, there will be a memorial held for Ashley, and organizers are asking people to bring green and white balloons to release in her honor. In West Philadelphia, Ellen Koloje, Fox 29 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Anyway.
So it is what it is.